What's up, guys, and welcome to we don't know exactly what. We haven't come up with a name or decided what we're going to call this, if we're going to call this anything. But obviously, it's me, Diego, alongside Thomas.
You know, I realized something today
What?
that shrimp Alfredo is not Italian. What? Did you know that?
Who?
Shrimp Alfredo is not Italian.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you know that?
I had no idea. No.
Wow, that's no. Okay, I knew that was not. I knew that wasn't Italian, but that surprised me that you didn't know that.
I mean,
But I
I
mean,
don't know.
you live there.
Yeah. I guess. I guess that's I have no idea who the hell you're talking about anyway.
No, shrimp Alfredo, the dish.
Oh, never heard of it.
You never heard of Alfredo?
No, I thought you were talking about like some kind of some weird artist that's breaking out somewhere. I have no idea what
No,
you're talking about.
I'm literally talking about the dish shrimp Alfredo, like chicken Alfredo.
Alright, I have honestly never heard of it, so no idea. I
Okay,
don't eat
well
shrimp, so I'm the wrong person to
that's
ask.
everyone. That's like the go-to Italian meal in America. That and spaghetti or lasagna.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, I guess moving on. That's a weird way to start this, but
Yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
thought, as I said, I thought of when we talked, like, I wanted to just throw that out there.
All
Just
right, I mean that's an
fun
interesting little
fact.
tangent, but yeah. Apart from that, we're doing something a bit different instead of doing podcasts because there's really not much to talk about Mortal Kombat wise and like in a long form. So we're just gonna be doing these, shorter videos, 10, 15 minutes, where we're gonna be discussing shorter topics or interesting things we find across the internet. And yesterday, you actually found this on Instagram. I'll put the picture in here. We'll make sure you guys can see. I'm gonna try to find a better version of it because this is just an Instagram post.
Yeah,
And basically,
but to
it
describe
is
it though,
yeah. It's basically
yeah.
you have from Matrix. You can choose the blue pill or the red pill, and the blue pill is MK1. Is that Ultimate MK3? Yeah, it's Ultimate MK3.
No.
It says
Oh
Ultimate
shit, I
above
thought
it.
that was
Yeah.
vanilla. Oh shit.
Yeah, no,
Well,
it's
never mind. Yeah.
yeah. Mortal Kombat 1, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Shaolin Monks, DC, and 11. The red pill is
And red
MK2.
pill is
Yeah.
two, vanilla three, four, which I'm gonna throw gold in there as well. Deception, nine, and X.
Yes. So we're gonna kind of like decide which ones we would take and kind of explain our reasons. I'm sure we'll probably have some disagreements with a few, but how about this? Let's go. Do you have a coin with you? Or not? I got a coin right here on my phone. We'll use a digitally one. We'll do a coin contest to
you
see.
you realize I can't trust you, right?
Um, you can't, but you're gonna have to just kind of roll with it. So
Okay,
pick
just pick a side. Wait,
heads
which
or
wait, which
tails.
one would you pick? How about that?
No. I already said it. You pick heads or tails.
It doesn't. I feel like I just want to know what you actually pick.
So pick heads or tails, dude.
Oh my tails.
All right, it's heads. So
Uh,
I guess regardless, I'm starting off. I just kind of wanted to fuck with you.
Oh, you was talking about who starts off. I
Yes,
can
yes.
start.
No,
Oh, I
no,
have a problem starting.
no. I got
I just
heads. You lose. I start.
okay.
This is a
I
shit
mean,
show.
I feel like I win because you obviously didn't want to start.
Yeah, I guess technically you do win. Yeah, I wanted to just kind of like see what you were gonna say and then make fun of it. Just choose the opposite regardless. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I won. I'm gonna pick the red pill. For me, this is like one of the easiest decisions, Mortal Kombat wise, that I could ever make. Just because if I'm looking at, my top three games, they're pretty much all there. My favorite games are, and the order can vary depending on my mood and what I'm kind of feeling nostalgic for. But my top three is MK2, MK Deception, and MK9. There isn't a single other game in the series that can really compete with those three, in my opinion. So for me, instantly that makes it easier. Plus, Vanilla
Okay, first of all,
MK3 isn't
oh yeah.
amazing, but it is what it is. MK4 never played it, so that takes down a few points. And MKX, while it's not my favorite game, I don't think it's that much worse than MK11. And a lot of people would argue that it's actually better. It's definitely better than MK versus DC. I have never played Shaolin Monk, so I don't really gain points for that. Um, Deadly Alliance was good for story, but other than that, nothing much. And MK3 and MK1 aren't going to be enough to beat Deception MK2 and MK9 for me. All right, your turn.
You said blue pill yesterday. Like, no, you said red. That's right. Right. And this isn't to be. Let me look at it real quick in detail. So yeah, I'm definitely going. And this is not to be difficult or to just have like make good content so we can actually debate on it. Like legitimately, I think I would take. Um, it's a close one, and it's literally down to like two games on each side, which is when I put. So I'm going with. Well, like I can tell already, I'm going with the blue pill, and the two games that kind of make it hard to make that decision is Daily Alliance and Deception from both sides, and Four and Shadow Monks from both sides.
Mm.
All right. So as you know, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat 4 fan. Love the new characters, especially Reiko and Tanya and Fujin. Which maybe we might get Reiko one day. We got the other two, so fingers crossed. No, and but that's the thing though too. But looking at those games over there, that there's not really much. So like, don't get me wrong, MK2 is literally known as one of the best Mortal Kombat games ever, story wise and color wise and all the above. But that's the thing too. Like for example, you lose points over there with the red side with Vanilla 3, where no one really.
I think your audio just crashed for a second. What was that?
No, saying that you lose points on the red pill side because of Vanilla 3.
Fair enough.
Like, like I do not, I've never willingly played Vanilla 3. Before, once I learned there was the Ultimate 3, which I wasn't for 5 more years maybe. Um, I never went back to play Vanilla 3. I have seen the game on the original Xbox at Vintage Stock multiple times, but I'm not buying it.
I mean, definitely fair enough. Like, I would agree with you on that.
I can still play it.
Yeah, yeah. Like
The reason why,
MK3, yeah. There's nobody in their right mind would prefer MK just vanilla MK3 over Ultimate.
right? And also, I can still technically play MK2, not a good version of it, but I still can with Shaolin Monks. Not because the fact that it loosely, I mean, this very smoothly, loosely covers MK2, but also if you put the cheat code in or you beat all the smoke missions, you get MK2 as a reward. So I technically still get to play MK2 on my side with Shaolin Monks.
Hmm.
Let's see. I'm a fan of gold more than four. The only game that I can really say that kind of makes me want to like pull back over to that side is Deception. And like I said, I love Deception for its conquest mode. But I think it kind of would be like a straight wash for me if Armageddon was on this list, which I just realized it's not.
Yeah, I don't know why they would put Armageddon in there as opposed to vanilla MK3. I feel like if you're gonna put in Ultimate, then you have to put in Gold. You know what I mean? Like you can't
Go,
have two versions of different games.
yeah. But my thing is like Armageddon's not there at all. We have DC, which isn't like even mainstream
Yeah,
as much.
it's
So it's
not
like
it's
you
not
kind of
canonical.
yeah. But yeah, okay, and just to now defend my side, MK1 literally started it, so without it, there's no more combat. Ultimate 3 is literally known as the best game fighting wise and story wise. Well, no, not best story wise, but still a lot of stuff did pick up there. Deadly Alliance was the first time they actually took a risk and actually stuck with it for one game. And Shaolin Monks, I mean, you literally heard my reaction when I beat that game. It took me 15 years to beat that shit.
Yeah.
MK versus DC was a good concept, and I love a lot of those costumes there. And 11 is probably like the only redheaded stepchild of this list of mine.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna counter with just a couple of things. I
Okay.
will say, like, if you look at the blue side, I would say that that's probably a side with more unique elements to it. Obviously, Shaolin Monks is very unique because it's the only kind of game in the Mortal with the only official Mortal Kombat game in that genre. MK versus DC
Um,
is the only MK game with obviously with
have
with
you?
with you know a full roster that's not just MK. Obviously, we've seen guest characters before, but this is a whole different thing. So I
Have
would
you
say
not
it
played
is
Sub
unique.
Zero?
So
Have you not played Mythologies?
yeah, I get that, but that's not in this list. I'm talking about list wise.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I mean, that's plus
I
that
know.
game was, all right. That's a whole
There's a
different thing.
reason why we haven't played it.
Yeah. I don't want to play it because of how difficult it is and all that, and I know I get pissed off at it. I don't. I just want to look at it for what it is from a story point of view, not have to go through the suffering. We could also say, if we want, special forces. I don't think anybody wants to count that as anything. Um, but yeah, just looking at this list, I feel like on the right side, for me personally, you have all my classics plus MK4, which I've never played, and MKX, which I don't quite consider to be the best game. But I will say one thing about MKX. The crypt was really, really good, and I feel like it does have a few things in there that can really, I would say, DC Universe is a huge, huge point loss, and that really is what instantly made it easy for me. Because if I have to choose between any of the games that I want to take out, it's definitely versus DC. That's the only one that I have absolutely no interest in playing at all. Everything else, I think, definitely maintains it. And Deadly Alliance to me, it's a fun game for like 10 minutes, but after that, I'm not that interested in it. Whereas Deception, MK2, MK9, MKX really, they'll all hold me in and keep me in for a good while. Just because MKX, yes, it died out for me a little bit, but it's or quite a bit, pretty fast. But I still think it has enough quality to last for a while, especially because the combat system was actually really, really good. I'm just not good at it. MK11, it's good and all, but I still feel like, you know, it's just not. I don't know. I don't know if I can really keep it or consider it after everything that's happened and after the fact that we've been pretty bored with it, except for Aftermath and kind of reviving it. But like, even after Aftermath, when we were extremely excited, but we're back to where we were, aka bored
Yeah.
with it.
Well, yeah, another thing too to throw in there, because you know me, like I said, I love MK4. So
Yes.
to say that otherwise, it's gonna be was pretty hard. Um, but no, let's. So for example, and I will defend your side too as well, because that's like I want to go on both sides. I wish there was a purple pill, really, but MKX is one of my favorite games fighting wise. One of the ones I would actually gotten better and liked. Deception. That's brought back a lot of characters that people haven't seen in a while, and for me, that didn't mean much because I really didn't start like revving up and playing these games until um for a gold daily alliance and deception.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So
like
you're
for
pretty much
example,
same
seeing
as me, as in like I started to
yeah.
understand what I was doing with Deception.
Well, no, so like for example, like not even like know what I was doing, but like just like knowing characters. So like
Yeah,
people
that's what
saw
I mean.
Jade, people seeing Jade for the first time. It threw me off because I'd never seen Jade in a video game before this. The only other time I saw it was in a movie, and that confused even me even more. It's like, isn't Jade supposed to be evil? And she supposed to be Asian? Asian? Cabal was a brand new character to me, and that's the thing. A lot of these characters were brand new. And then I played like MK2 and 3 like a little after that. But again, those vanilla three, so I didn't know who. I didn't see Jay, for example, still. But no, Deception is definitely one of my favorite ones, and I've been in that story mode multiple times. I've only beaten MK9 story mode once, and I will not try that. I've been
Hmm.
trying to beat it again, but I haven't made it there yet. I will give MK9 having the challenge tower though. That does put a different vibe in for sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bring up the challenge tower is actually a good point in my favor. I would say that might be the most, how can I put it? It's something that no other game has, as in it's something you can do, and once you beat it, you can really, really brag about it and like really, really feel like you've accomplished something big. If you're playing story mode vanilla and you're just
Uh,
no,
the
disagree.
reward for that one was
No,
not
the
anything to
reward's
accomplish
trash.
big.
The reward is shit. But just completing it,
But to
it's
complete
very
all
satisfying.
300, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and I think too, I will say this because I know I said it before, but it's like that challenge tower on MK9 was like I know there was like a lot of missions that I can't complete at all. And I did it though somehow. Like it might have been luck or something. I just got lucky that one time. But like I take that. I don't care. I beat it, and then I learned of the skip button, and I started skipping. But I did at least at least half of them by myself. Like before I learned the skip button, and even then, like I still finished up most of them. There's only maybe like 10 or 15 that I skipped.
Okay.
And that's like really pushing there. Like if I really did that much, I feel like I beat a lot of them.
Yeah, I found out.
But
I discovered the skip button through you, which was many a year after I finished the challenge tower.
yeah, I mean we've discussed this before multiple
Yeah.
times. But uh, what was it? Armac versus three Shao Kahns or Striker versus three Shao Kahns. But either way, I no, that shit was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But no, and then MKX, don't get me wrong, me and my friends can play that for a while and might have some good times with it, but it's just story. I think that's the thing too. The only problem with the last three games are story. I mean, they're cinematic, they're really good cinematic wise, but like following the plot and plot holes and X and Y and Z, it's like, yeah, this is not a good story at all. Hindsight's 2020. Don't get me wrong either, but it's like, yeah, we know better now. I mean, we do after we watch the thing. Now, the one thing that does give 11 the edge over them is, like I said, Aftermath, because if Aftermath was not the first time, then X would got like a little pushed over. And honestly, I feel like not Deception, X had more stuff I wanted to see story wise than 11 did. I
I agree
mean,
with that.
there's still a whole plot thread that we never get to see. Really, we're seeing maybe 2 chapters worth of it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the Outworld Civil War.
Of course.
uh,
Yeah, and a point in MKX's favor is also the iconic scene with Sub-Zero and Scorpion finally, burying the
yeah,
hatchet on it. That's always something. That's something I think a lot of people look at as probably one of the best moments in the lore that we've seen, especially through a cutscene. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it for this one. I feel like we both made good cases for our sides. Let us know in the comments which one you would choose, not just based on our arguments, but also based on your actual preferences. And I don't know. I just feel like either way, you're gonna have some fun times. It's just for me personally, those three games, two Deception and MK9, they're just unbeatable. And yeah, I feel like I would spend countless hours with the challenge tower in MK9. I would spend countless hours in in conquest mode and in deception in MK2. I love the way everything looks and pops. And if I have to choose an arcade game, that's going to be the one I'm going to play. I know our arcade MK sorry UMK3 plays better But I've always just preferred MK2, and it might be because it's more nostalgic for me because I remember that one. I remember playing that one a lot more than I remember playing MK3 as a kid. I played MK3 more as on the Xbox 360 than I did as a kid, and so that might be the
Yeah.
reason as well. But yeah, I
I
prefer
will
those
say this though
games.
too. The thing that kind of sells me on my side a little bit more is there's at least two games over there on your side that I've never beaten, and there's only one on my side. So
It's true.
I just know I can. Like saying, I might not have a good time beating all these, but I know I can at least beat them all now.
Okay, that's fair. That is a fair thing to say. Like I've beaten all of them except for MK4. Um,
Yeah, I haven't beaten nothing with MK2 or 3.
yeah.
I've come close with 3, but I don't know. Other thing, I hear a lot of people like complain, say Jay was like, was her AI was just like, "Fuck you, you're getting fucked." I'm like, I've beaten her sometimes, but also I picked the easy tower, so
Mm. Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
Jade actually gives
Yeah,
me more problems than anybody other except for Shotgun. Like I would get
that's
past
what it was.
Taro
You who
no
said
problem.
that. It was you who said that, not
Yeah,
people.
yeah, Jade's a bitch for
Uh,
me. She's just hard to get past. But once you get past her, it's pretty much smooth sailing.
I still can't get past Reptile, or no, I can get past the second fight in 2. So
Hmm.
fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. We all have our own special set of skills, and I think that's I think that's probably a good way to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of this video series we're doing. I'm sure we're gonna do a lot more. They're easy to do. They're fast. I think they're probably good, better for you guys to watch as well. And like I said, let us know what you would choose, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.
I want to call this shooting the Jarek.
There you go. That's the name. Boom. Shooting the Jarrett, guys. Episode 1. That's a wrap.